Cheers, everybody. Welcome back to Cask 529. I'm Brian,
And I'm Shauna.
and we're back for another whiskey trivia night.
We are.
So, the chat, I was slacking. I was sitting on the chair, all
No,
relaxed.
so Brian, yeah, he was. And I'm over here like getting ready and he's staring at me and I'm like, are you letting me do this all by myself tonight? You coming over?
And I
What's
looked at
going
my
on?
watch and I said, shit, it's like 3 till. So, anyway, I apologize. I'm trying to play catch up now. So, I just hit a lot of you guys up in the chat. I'm going to start from the top here and try to catch everybody. Rick Moreland, cheers to you and thanks for the super chat right out of the gate.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers to Torp. Torp, it's great to see you here tonight, sir. Mrs. Lori, Dave Oglesang, Tamara Adams, Rob, the SS supervisor, William Hall. I believe I said Dave Oglesang, maybe not. Cheers to all you guys. Wilmington Piper, David Tanko, Hazmat Compton, Wilmington Piper, I'm pretty sure I said. George Woodcock, cheers to you guys. John Shank, cheers to you, sir. Bourbon Kitty. Um, Matt B, cheers. Stephen Scoe, cheers to you. He's at the power plant tonight. Mark Scott, cheers to you, Mark. Thanks for joining us. Joe B, Alan Adams, Jaden, cheers to you. Thanks for joining us tonight. I think
I saw David Tanko in there and I just want to thank him. He is our newest patron. I noticed that right before I was yelling at Brian to get up here. So anyways, thank you, David. We really appreciate it. And all of our patrons, thank you. Which means he's getting extra entries as he plays trivia. Okay.
Thank you, David. We appreciate it, sir.
So what we're doing tonight, besides playing trivia, is Dave Volgesang had sent us, I think, 9 K-Luke samples. Obviously, we cannot do all 9 tonight. I have to work tomorrow, so that is a definite no, and I could never do it anyways. But we are doing the K-Luke Blended Straight Bourbon Whiskey Batch 1, which is 122.6 proof, Batch 2, which is 118.2 proof, Batch 3, which is 115.9, and Batch 4, which is 100. So just curious, we'll just score them and let you guys know which one's our favorite. We've never had K-Luke, so this is brand new line for us.
I want to say we actually have bought a K-Luke maybe, but we just haven't cracked it.
Opened it yet.
Yep. Cheers to Keith. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yes, cheers. So, let's see, what do we have for our trivia prizes tonight? Sorry, I got it.
We're all screwed up tonight, guys.
So, for those new in the chat, we will be playing 2 rounds of trivia. Tonight's trivia topics in honor of our meetup that we had this past weekend, which was great, and I was so happy to see those who could join us. It was a truly fun time. We were trying to do that quarterly. Out in our Discord, there's actually a survey, a poll going on at the moment with 4 different dates. If anybody's interested, not in Discord, join it, and we can vote to see if that date works for everybody. So New Riff Distillery, and then candy slogan trivia. And I apologize, somebody recommended that last week and I forget who it was, but I went with it. I thought it would be super fun. So those are our 2 topics. So each week, each Wednesday, we play 2 rounds of trivia. Tonight's prize for the winners of each round will be our very new, that we just received in the mail today. We should have posted a mail call.
We should have.
We got our new Glens in today with the logo. I had tried making these out in the shop. My logo did not turn out great due to the curvature and stuff, so we went ahead and ordered. So the winner of each round will be getting a Glen with a sample pour, and also the $5 super chats. We will do the duck race, and that person will also get a Glen with a pour. So that's what we got on that.
It's exciting.
I know. I was super excited to get those today.
I just want to address Torp giving us a hard time that we can't do 9 pours tonight. Torp, if you tune in Friday night, you'll see all kind of shenanigans going on.
Yeah, the guys usually do like 11 or 12 pours. I sit behind the camera those nights. So during each round, you'll accumulate points. For every 1,000 points that you earn, those will go into a drawing at the very end of the month, which is next week already. And the grand prize winner will put the names on a wheel, and you will be entered into the chance for winning the E.H. Taylor Small Batch and the Cask 529 tasting board that Mark Scott helped us design, and he donated for this. So thank you, Mark, for that.
Cheers, Rob. Thanks for the super chat, sir. We'll get you a duck on the pond.
If you are a paid patron, you'll also receive an entry each week just for participating in trivia. If you score a 529 during any round, you will receive an extra 1,000 points, which gets you an extra entry and 1,000 points towards the 2025 Trivia Champion Trophy that is given away at the very end of the year.
Keith, I just want to let you know I saw your other duck that you put in the race there. Cheers to Charlie from Bourbon and Balls. Thanks for joining us tonight, sir. David Bates, thanks for joining us. Cheers to you. So, who's ready for some trivia? We've got 2 exciting categories tonight.
We do. I'm going to go ahead and get the first one pulled up, New Riff. And
I
while you guys are
My throat got dry on me all of a sudden.
entering into that, we will start tasting some of these K-Lukes. 1 second.
So Shauna mentioned the meetup this past weekend at New Riff. Thanks to everybody that showed up. We had a great time.
Yeah, a little shaky on the weather, but super great time.
Yeah, I mean, come on. We went to bed late Saturday night to a thunderstorm and woke up to a winter storm. So there's Gandy getting a duck.
Thank you, Gandy.
Cheers to you, Gandy. Thanks for joining us.
And I have the code up on the screen for you guys to start entering. I've also got the link pinned in the comments. 2035, put that in there so you guys can do that.
Cheers to Gary from the patio. Thanks for joining us. Cheers to Terry. He says we had a great time Saturday night. Cheers to Russell. Thanks for joining us, all you guys. We appreciate it. Hazmat, we'll get you wrote down here for a duck. Cheers. Dave, we'll get you wrote down for 4 ducks.
So, I don't know how drunk we got, Gandy. I did try for you, Dave. I did make sure that he did have at least a couple pours. I think he was trying to avoid me and avoid those, but.
Here's what happens on those deals, Dave. Is Shauna's trying to get other people drunk,
and I end up,
and she ends up.
I was really good this time. I wasn't nearly as drunk as I got the last time. It is just a good time. It's so fun just hanging out with everybody and talking, seeing each other in person. I love that.
A lot of bourbon talk, a lot of talk about whatever. Cheers to Mike R. Get you down for a couple ducks, Mike. Thank you for that.
We have trivia filling up. We got 31 in there.
Guys, I know I'm a broken record on this, and I'm always saying it. Cheers to Terry. Thanks for the super chat. We'll get you a couple ducks. We've got 47 people in here right now and 15 likes. Can we get some likes, please? Can we get some likes? Hit the like button.
Nice nose on batch number 1, the K-Luke batch number 1.
Sorry, I was a little busy.
That's okay. I'm gonna, have a drink.
I just did a mic. I just grabbed it and wiped the number off.
Oh, do you hear that, Mike? Mike was upset that he hasn't had charms on his glasses the last few times.
I heard that.
I feel like Friday night I have to put his charms back on his glasses.
Cheers to Larry and Stan. Thanks for joining us tonight, guys. Cheers to Wilmington. Thanks for the super chat.
John said that they got 3 to 6 inches of
Wow, I
snow
see that.
today.
More on the
There.
way.
Wow.
First big snow in 7 years. John, I heard rumor this afternoon that possibly Wednesday of next week, the way things are looking, we could see the biggest snow we've seen in like 14 years here. So let's hope that doesn't happen.
That's really nice. Really nice.
Wilmington, cheers to you, sir. We got you down for a couple
Yes,
ducks.
thank you. Okay, so
Stan, cheers to you. We got you for a duck, sir. Thank
Wise
you.
Guy STU, cheers. Thank you for joining. All right.
Cheers, wise guy.
So we have 37 people in there. That I think is the most we've ever had in a trivia. So I'm going to go ahead and get it started. That's super exciting. Good luck to everybody. I hope everybody had a chance to study. For those,
Thanks for joining us tonight, guys. We really appreciate it.
we do. For those that are new, I do generally post the trivia topics out on the community tab, along with the Discord and our patron page. So you have a few days to study. Normally, I try to get them out there by Sunday night. Sometimes it's Monday, but generally by Sunday night.
How convenient. The first trivia question is a new rip question.
It's a new riff. It's all
Oh,
about
it's
new
all
riff.
new rip.
Brian. Um,
A little late to the show, guys.
I'm telling you, he's really late to the show this evening.
It's been a night.
He did get a 70% on this when he took it. He got a 70% on the other one as well. So pretty good, I thought.
That. I like that.
Hey, it is very good. We have several people in first and second and third. So I'm not going to read everybody, but great job, everybody.
If you're just joining and you want to play, there's a link pinned at the top of the chat. We're just now in the second question. There is a code. Shauna, maybe you wrote it down.
Yep, I did. It's also in the chat. It's 912035.
912035. So, click the link at the top. I put the code in the chat that you'll need to enter.
Okay, we have David Tanko coming in first at the moment. Mark and Richie both in second, and Jewel in third. Great job, guys.
Cheers to Oak and Agave. That's a name I haven't seen before, but I like the blend there, Oak and Agave.
I do too.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes. We are in the middle of the first round of trivia. You're welcome to join. And it might just make you wait a question to get in, but we will be playing a second round soon after this one. Mark Pignelli, Richie in second, Lori and Troy in third. Great job.
Charles, I got your text. Thank you. Shauna just can't see her. She can't see her Venmo because we're using her phone for the. Charles sent you Venmo for ducks.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So just so like my iPhone is what we use to do the live. So I appreciate you reaching out to Brian to tell him that. Okay, so batch one, I really like. I love how it's coating
Yeah, it's really good.
my palate. A lot of oakiness, which I truly love that oak note.
Torp, there's a good chance if Gandy bombs this, he'll be losing that tattoo.
We have Jewel in first, Tammy in second, and Mark in third. Great job, guys. Poor Gandy and his tattoo. But very flavorful. A lot of caramel, a lot of a little bit of vanilla note, but that oak shines through all the way. So really enjoy that. Now this is their batch one, K Luke's batch one. So I'm curious when we get to the higher batches because I'm assuming they just improved each time. Dave, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm assuming batch one is probably their first release.
So batch 2 drops 4 proof points.
Okay, we have Joel in first, Tammy in second, and Troy in third. Wow, this is bouncing all over the place. Great job, guys.
Cheers to Bourbon Baller League. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yes, thank you. I don't know if you said cheers to Larry 3R. I've just seen his name in there.
I said cheers to Larry, yes.
Okay, sorry.
A little bit ago.
Brian really has to read the chat because I'm not going to lie. Ever since I got bifocals several months ago, I still have a hard time.
She hasn't learned how to use them yet.
I've not. I have not. Jules keeping that lead. Alan jumping in second. And Tammy's in third. Tammy, quit giving Alan the answers. That way he doesn't beat you. This is question number 7, everyone. So after this one, we've got 3 more to go in this round. Okay, so Alan's taking the lead. Tammy's right behind him. Lori in third. And I did just see in the chat. Oh, good. Stephen, you got that in there. I was going to get oak and agave added so that they could do that, but thank you for doing it for them, Stephen.
Oak and agave, I just subscribed as well. Okay, how's number 2? What are you thinking yet?
Completely different than number 1.
It's only 118 proof as opposed to 122.
No movement at the top. Alan, Tammy, and Lori. I think we have one question after this one.
Charlie's wanting to add both games up to get to 529.
So I did read on this that this batch 2 is actually in a toasted barrel. That's the only one that says toasted barrel, so
okay,
that may be the difference.
How about the nose on there? Are you getting anything on the nose?
Not a whole lot on the nose. However, I'm getting a nuttiness, a big nuttiness, an oaky nuttiness on the palate. It's kind of fun, but completely different than batch number 1.
Mr. Mom, cheers to you. Thanks for joining us.
Yes. Okay, Alan's keeping that lead. Last question. Here we go. And Alan and Tammy, I did want you to know that we did grab your stuff. One, I hope that you're both feeling better. But we did grab your stuff from Bourbon and Balls. Charlie gave that to us this past weekend. So we do have it. Maybe if
along with your winnings from yep. us a couple weeks ago. So
we have a counter full of stuff for
you
guys.
Like our kitchen will double in size when you pick your stuff up.
And be lucky because I did not open Beth's beer. I thought about it. I'm joking. I wouldn't do that to you. Beth does make some great beer.
I can't believe they only want a 3-pack.
Alan, congratulations.
Way to go, Alan.
So, Alan, you
just added to the pile on the kitchen counter.
Alan, you are the first winner of our brand new Glens.
I want to thank everybody in the chat that is showing Oak and Agave some love and subbing to their channel. Way to support.
And I wanted to see if anybody got a 529. And no, Jaden got a 525, which is my birthday. So thanks, Jaden, for that. But that doesn't get you extra points.
Cheers to Mr. Mom. He was late because he was feeding his 8-month-old grandbaby before he got on here.
Aww, so good.
That's way better than this, Mr. Mom.
You know, Mr. Mom, he's just remarkable because I remember when it was a few months ago, several months ago, when we thought there was going to be a run of shortage because of was it a strike or something? I'm forgetting what happened, but he went out and bought formula, everything for his daughter, for the baby. Such a great guy. That's wonderful.
Cheers to Mark Scott. Thanks for that super chat. We'll get you a duck.
Okay. I am going to get the next round ready to go. Just give me 1 second, everyone.
Cheers to David Tanko. Thank you for that. We'll get you a duck.
Okay, our next topic is candy slogan trivia.
Cheers to Todd from Whiskey Sippers. Thanks for joining us tonight. Cheers, Joe B. Thank you for that. We'll get you a duck. Cheers, Okanagabi. Thank you for that.
Okay, I'm going to switch back over to the next screen. Sorry, that took me a minute. I have found, and I'm hoping that it's consistent, that if I refresh and do all that kind of stuff and then post it, that maybe it's not going to freeze up. So fingers crossed, it worked for me last week. So let's hope that it continues to work. And I'm putting the code in there for anybody that may join after we start.
Is there anybody in the chat that has had the opportunity to taste Whiskey Sippers Barrel Pick? And how is it? Cheers, Beach Sand Bourbon. Thank you for that.
Yes,
We'll get you a
thank
duck.
you. And Mr. Richie Day, thank you.
Cheers, Mr. Ritchie.
Batch number 2 of that K. Luke, that toasted barrel. That time, the second sip in, not only did I get that nuttiness, the oakness, I got some fruit notes in the between with some spice, but then it's finishing with that nice, not a solid cherry note, but like a little bit of a dark cherry note on the end, which I love. So number 2 right now is batch number 2 is really.
It's really creamy.
It is. It's really good.
Hey Todd, what did you think of that barrel pick that you picked? He's the only one that says I have.
So Dave just said some batches of K-Luke are cask strength. Some have 100 proof offerings too. Good to know.
We actually have 100 proof here.
Yep. Batch
The
number
last
4.
one. That one was really.
Yeah, number 2
One
so
was
far.
good, but number 2 was really, really good.
Right now we have 33 people entered. I'm just going to give you a couple more minutes and then we can get on to the candy slogan trivia.
We've got 49, 50 viewers in here tonight, so thanks to everybody.
Yes, thank you.
That is tuning in to watch us. We, every Wednesday night, 4 Wednesday nights out of the month, so sometimes we skip one.
Right. If it's a 5 Wednesday month.
We do whiskey trivia. It's not always whiskey, but that's what we call as whiskey trivia. So this month, you're playing for a chance to win a bottle of E.H. Taylor's small batch, and a custom CASK 529 tasting board with tasting notes on it, designed by Mark Scott, who was in the chat, and he actually donated this board. So
He did. The notes on batch number 3, the K-Loop batch number 3, it's 115.9 proof. It is a nice, sweet, fruity nose for me. A little bit of spice on it, but I'm loving the fruit notes that I'm getting on it.
Todd, that sounds good. Those tasting notes.
This one, obviously, again, different. I'm liking it. I'm getting some toffee on this one at the end. It's a nice, sweet toffee note.
Excuse me 1 minute.
Mhm.
Okanagavi, I see that you're getting ready to cut out for your trip tomorrow. Every Wednesday night, we're here doing trivia live. Sunday nights, we post a currently,
It's a Sunday whiskey showdown, but that's going to change after the
yeah, that's only
round
for,
12.
we've got 6 weeks of that left, and
Mhm.
then we'll be changing that up, but we'll still be posting a show on Sundays. We go live, I go live with two other guys, one Friday a month, where we will do a blind, or we'll do usually a blind tasting of, we've had as many as 10 or 11 or 12 bottle or tastings. Sean and I will sometimes catch a live on a Friday night, just a Friday night hangout.
And he's really missing the old time favorite show is
If I hadn't got there.
What's in the Glen Wednesday.
Wednesdays, we do a show called What's in the Glen Wednesday. And that is, we pick a sample that has been sent to us out of a basket, taste it, review it, and then reveal what it is. So that's our schedule.
Okay, guys.
But thanks for
That
joining us,
yes.
and be safe tomorrow.
I am going to go ahead and start Candy Slogan Trivia. I wish everybody good luck on this one.
And
Take you back to your childhood.
Keith, cheers to you. I've got you for duck number 3. He likes to spread them out throughout the
He
chat.
does. I love that. That way he can put little comments in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so at first I thought I was getting toffee. Now I'm kind of getting like a burnt caramel, brown sugar, crunchy topping that probably reminds me a lot of toffee. A little bit of an almond note as well. Batch number 3, I'm really liking. I don't know if I like it better than batch number 2 at the moment, but batch number 3 is fun. Okay, Troy and Hazmat coming in first at the moment. William Hall and Lori J right behind. And Charlie and Gandy in third at the moment. Great job.
Cheers to Lip Service crew. Thanks for joining us today.
Well, I'm super excited. I know Dave recommended K. Luke, and then he was really gracious enough to send us these samples. That's why I went ahead and bought that one K. Luke from Sealbox, but I can tell you that I'm not going to be disappointed in that one after trying batch 1, 2, and 3.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's good.
That, and you got free shipping on that.
Yes. Troy in first, Matt in second, and Charlie and William and Lori all in third at the moment.
Thanks for stopping in, Okanagavi. Hope to see you again soon.
There's nothing like free shipping. I may or may not have some more coming up free shipping.
Is that right?
You guys are answering these so quick. Like I'm looking over and you're done, and I know the 30 seconds isn't up. It's awesome. Troy's keeping that lead. Hazmat in second. Charlie and William and third.
They've learned that the quicker they answer, the quicker they get rid of us. Show's over. Cheers, Steve from the patio. New Riff trivia was hard on you, huh? How about the candy trivia? How's it going?
I guess we need to look back and see what Gandhi's score was for New Rift to see if he gets his tattoo removed. What place? I hope he didn't come in last place.
Oh, he was off quiet in chat. Didn't want anybody to notice it.
Troy coming in first, Hazmat in second, Lori in third. Here we go.
Cheers to Whiskey Uncensored. Thanks for joining us.
Troy keeping that lead. Hazmat second, Lori third. Seriously, you guys are answering these way too quick. This is going to be over in no time. Oh, we're the right guy. Is starting the GoFundMe for the tattoo removal tomorrow.
GoFundMe goes live. I feel like he just got that tramp stamp. Now he's already losing it.
Okay, yeah. I don't think there was any movement there at all. So Troy has about Lori keeping those leads.
You're on the fourth?
Mm-hmm. Little bit of movement there. Oh, we got some close to a 529, but not there. Question number 8. All right, I will say after tasting batch 1, 2, and 3 that are all cask strength, and then move into batch number 4, which is at 100 proof. It is good, and I'm sure if I started with this one, honestly, I would love it, but it almost is so thin compared to 1, 2, and 3. And so I don't feel like I'm giving it a fair chance on to be honest. Troy's keeping that lead. Hazmat in second, Mark in third. Here we go. Question number 9. Still has good flavors. It's just kind of more muted than the flavors. What's your thoughts?
I didn't get much nose on that or 3. I feel like I got a little more nose on this one though than I did on 3. A little bit of spice there, and it is a lot different than the other 3. But you dropped 15,
Mm-hmm.
15 proof points
Yep.
to this one.
Last question. Good luck, everyone.
I still like it. I think it's still really good. It's got a nice hug to it.
It does. I almost wish I would have put batch 4 first. I wasn't thinking proof points, so it would have got a fair shake at the beginning of the lineup.
Yeah, maybe we should have climbed up through the
Mhm.
proofs instead of down through.
Yeah. Okay. Troy is our winner. Congratulations, Troy. Exciting.
Congrats, Troy.
If you will just let me know which location to ship this your winnings, your glass, and your sample to, I'd appreciate that. Congratulations. I want to see if anybody got a 529.
Guys, if you haven't checked out Beach Sand Bourbon, he's trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So check him out if you would. He dropped his link in the chat there.
And Troy, Joe B was so close with a 526. So very close.
Also in the chat is Steven Scone, who is just surpassed 500 subs. So if you're not following him, check him out. We've got Life from the Patio in the chat. Check those guys out. Also, Whiskey Sippers, Bourbon and Balls, Oak and Agave, who many of you went and subscribed to. I believe they're gone now. However, they'll be back. If I'm missing any channels, guys, speak up. I think I'm hitting them though.
And I think I have everybody able to post their links if they want to. I'm trying not to angry type, guys. I'm trying to type lightly so it's not in your ears, but I'm getting the duck races already for you guys. I do want, honestly, before we run this, because I want to give a fair review to the K-Luke samples that we're doing here. And also, if you have any thoughts for next week's trivia topics, if you want to put those out there, please do so.
Whiskey Uncensored. I'm not really a channel. I just play one on YouTube. I get that.
Stan, I did want to tell you, it was so nice meeting your father, Husky Dog, this weekend.
Charlie just went in for 2 ducks.
Okay, yeah, I'll get that. Thank you, Charlie.
Cheers, Charlie. Thank you for that, sir. Yes, Husky Dog. What a joy to talk to. It was great to have him join us. He came in all proud of himself because he knew who we all were, and nobody had any idea who he was. Cheers to Chill Will Rocco. Thanks for joining us, sir. It's not exactly right across town for you, Stan, and we get that.
Oh yeah, no, we do.
Mr. John
John,
Shank.
you got ducked.
Cheers to you,
Thank
John.
you, John.
Thank you, sir. He just got ducked.
I love that.
Yes, Mark, that table at Husky Dog, he showed me that several months ago. He showed me
Yeah,
pictures
he sent
of
us, he emailed us pictures of that, and
Yeah.
it was just gorgeous.
That's incredible. Yep. We talked shop for a while towards the end of the evening, and it was, guys got lots of knowledge.
Joe B said, anyone going to be at Evernorth this weekend? Joe B, I wish I was going. I didn't, obviously. It's Michigan, so it's a ways away, but I love Evernorth products, so I wish I was there.
So, did we want to talk any more about these, or we're not ready to talk about these yet?
Really, it's on the glasses. We did get a whole case of shipment in today.
And last week, guys, we mentioned that we're getting ready to start a store.
Right. But my fear is with the store, to add on shipping, I don't want everybody to be like, say you order 2 glasses, I don't want you to get charged shipping on 2 glasses. I've got to figure it out so it's fair, because we only want to charge $10 a glass, because we really don't, to us it's not about making the money, it's about like, hey, if you want our merch, we're excited that you want, our logo stuff. It's more about, getting that out to you and just covering the shipping costs and stuff. So that's my thing. And then they also charge a lot of fees and I really don't want to pass those on. So I'm looking for the cheapest alternative route so that everybody's not being charged way too much.
So for now,
So for now, if you want one, they are $10 plus whatever it costs me to ship them to you. Um, if you want to reach out via email, or if you have suggestions on how to set up a shop, the cheapest route so it's not charging those extra, like a ton of extra fees and things, because that's, I don't want to pass all those fees on to everybody. Um, so just a thought, if you guys have any suggestions on that, reach out to us so that we can figure that out, because I really want them to be the cheapest to get them in your hands, honestly. Okay, I do want to finish reviewing these, but I know you guys are probably anxious for the
Let
duck
me
race.
answer Charles on that. Charles, that'll be 2 ducks.
What's
Charles, I had him wrote down right. 2 ducks.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
He just asked a question. That's
Oh,
all.
okay. Okay, sorry.
I just saw. I think it was David Tanko. Curious how we're doing with the K-Luke. We're getting there. We're getting
We
there,
are getting
David.
there. I just went back to number one at the moment. Um, Only because of the proof point. I think batch number four is probably not going to be at my top. I wanted to see if one would do better because batch number two and batch number three were hitting it really good for me, honestly. It's going to be between two and three, batch two and three.
So Mark Scott, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Facebook Marketplace is the place to do it. I think Facebook does offer a storefront. The problem with using somebody like Facebook is, believe it or not, everybody doesn't have Facebook. So would they be able to access the store if they didn't have it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
I'm not on Facebook,
even if
so.
we put a link on our page or whatever, I'm not sure that they could get there if they don't have it.
So I am going to go ahead and start the duck race.
Good luck, everybody in the duck race.
Yes. Going to shuffle it a few times. And let's watch those ducks go. Oh, Mark, you're starting out fast, so we know that's not good. So is Terry.
So tomorrow night on Bourbon and Balls, I just saw in the chat where they're going to do U.S. versus Canada trivia tomorrow.
Mmm. Dave's coming up. He has Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer duck.
Maybe that's Rudolph the Red-Beaked Duck.
Yeah. So, Miker, I just saw that you want to do another meetup. That was fun. In Discord, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but in Discord, I did post a poll out there. Rick Moreland, yay, you're coming in. Woo!
Cheers,
Good job,
Rick Moreland.
Rick.
Miker and everybody else, under the Meetup tab in the Discord, you'll have to scroll up because there's been a lot of chatter in there. Shona posted a poll with 4 dates. Pick as many of those dates as will work for you, because what we'll do is we'll pick the most popular date.
And then,
and I think there's probably only 5 days left on that poll. She put a time limit on it.
Yeah. And so I just wanted to be able to reach out to New Riff and reserve that date.
Yes, because New Riff actually bent over backwards to fit us in.
They really
because
did.
they had another group scheduled. I want to say for 3 p.m. So we got in there from 11:30 to 2 because they requested an hour for cleanup. However, before they came in and told us that it was time for us to evacuate our room, they had cleaned out a corner out in the lobby area, out by the bar, for our group to sit, which was awesome. So
Yeah, they took real good care of us, so I'm excited to meet up there again. a great venue. I mean, it was super fun. A little bit of weather both Saturday and Sunday for those who stayed over. So a little bit scary on the way home, maybe. But
Mark said he was tripped in the race.
well, Wilmington said him too. I
Yeah,
saw
him
that.
too. Wilmington too. I like that. So, let's see. We talked about the glasses, $10 plus shipping, whatever that is. We're still working on the storefront. We know who we're going to use for apparel.
Mm-hmm.
We have to set that up.
Yep.
That will probably be a separate. I don't know that that's actually going to be part of our store.
It probably okay. So for apparel, um, and I'm going to set that up to be as cost effective as well. So who we ordered our apparel from the last time, which was Queensboro, they actually have an offering of a store front that I can pay to obtain, and I can pick the clothing, obviously have the logo embroidered and stuff that like that on the t-shirts and everything. And then I can choose the markup, all that kind of stuff, which obviously I don't want to do that, but they print it. Well, they don't print it because it's embroidered. They do it and directly ship it to you. But it's a whole different site. I won't be able to put the glasses and all that kind of stuff on there. But the quality of their shirts and stuff are really great. I've always been impressed with them, so I definitely want to stick with them. And I don't feel like they have super bad prices. Brian's texting, he's not looking at me.
I'm
But
listening.
anyways,
I'm listening.
we
It's
we
Cash 529 stuff I got going on.
we have always had great luck with them. Um, the holidays was a little bit slower shipping, but so a little bit disappointed in that. But otherwise, I mean, we've always had great service from them.
We have. We've never had a bad experience there, or we probably would have never suggested going there.
Yeah. So I will be working on that with them, with their marketing team to get that set up. That way, if anybody wants any merch, and I'll have all kinds of different things up because they'll ship it directly to you. We thought about having t-shirts and stuff like that on hand, but honestly, to carry all those different sizes and all that kind of stuff, that's,
Yeah, I mean, you
out of
think
our,
about it. If you offer a couple different colors, and then all the sizes, and then are you offering men's and women's?
Mhm.
And it's just, what would you stock,
Yeah. Oh,
really? So
Wilmington just said the shirts are awesome, so he's agreeing. They're a
great.
nice thick. I mean, Brian has one of the. Well, we have the fleece on at the moment, but
Yeah,
Brian
but I
has.
have one of the t-shirts on, and they're embroidered. So
So Rick, for that fast duck, you are going to get one of our brand new CASK 529 Glens that was just delivered today, and a 2-ounce sample pour.
surprise.
Yes. So, but I'll make sure it's a good one. So thank you for that super fast duck.
Rick had the fastest duck in the race
He
today.
did. It was zooming by. All right, I think I know which one of the K-Loop batches that I am putting in first, but I'm anxious to see which one you are.
So first off, Terry has somebody that uses a storefront for merchandise, so he's going to get some information for us.
Thank you.
Appreciate that, Terry. Um,
And Wilmington said embroidered and not that silk screen crap. Wilmington, since
Wilmington
I
was
know that you
surprised.
are active in the chat, because I do not have it handy, I just want to throw out a thing there because Wilmington's wife does amazing sewing. Um, and she makes these perfect. In fact, I just yesterday got a text. I ordered some of the small clutches that I filled with different things like fingernail files and all that kind of stuff that you would keep in your purse as a female for my sisters and some friends. And I just got a text yesterday thanking me. Like, I never thought I would use this as much as I do, but this is so great to have in my purse. Anyway, she makes clutches, she makes bags, she makes all kinds of things. I just used the drawstring bag and the little thing this weekend for our trip down to Kentucky. It held everything perfectly in my suitcase. I wasn't using the Ziploc bags that I normally use in the suitcase, so it made it a lot more organized. So If you have a chance, she has an Etsy shop and her stuff is amazing. And I know all you guys, I know women's out there, but all you guys that have to buy us women gifts, they're really good quality. So give it a look up. Wilmington, I'm hoping that you'll get a link out there for them though.
Yeah, if you could put something out there, Wilmington, that'd be great. Two things. Cheers to Brad, Hillbill Billington. Thanks for joining us. Yes, better late than never. And Rick, I see your chat there. Um, Prayers definitely up for your drummer. Hopefully he recovers quickly.
Oh no. Yes.
And
So batch 3 is my favorite. What's yours?
they're in order, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is not mine. I think it's 2, but let me try this one more time.
Okay. Mine is batch 3, 2, 1, then 4. But 4 is only in last because of the proof point. It was kind of unfair of me to put it with this, honestly. That's on me.
I don't know what it is about batch 3. You said that's your favorite?
I like batch 3.
Maybe I better try it again. Because what I'm about to do with it isn't like us to be.
I love on batch 3, I'm getting like that toffee, but it's like that burnt caramel and toffee almond type note that you get like on a dessert. You know what I mean?
Right, yep.
Oh, Wilmington, thank you so much for getting that out there.
Good deal.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Wilmington.
I think it's very good, but that's
Oh,
why I
see,
want you
now
to
I
pick.
gotta have the other 2 again. Because that wasn't what I remembered coming this way.
Was it better that time or?
Yeah. So now I'm thinking maybe I had the wrong number.
Maybe. I don't know. It was good.
So my numbers are from first to last, and they're all really good. I would gladly drink any of them, but batches 2, 3, 1, 4.
And I agree with what you said because 2 and 3 were really close for me. But 3, that note, that almond toffee type note really got it for me. And as you can tell, it's the one that's finished. And so, but batch number 2 was really close. So I pretty much agree with you. Definitely. What are you laughing
Terry
at?
busting us out. Terry said Hillbill Billington should have gone with him to the casino. His friends weren't much fun.
Oh, okay. So
See how he treats us.
yeah, Terry is, yeah, no. I am not a huge gambler. I am, once I lose $20, I am done. Now, Brian put in 20. How can I say this? Brian loves to gamble. It's not that I don't like it. I don't like to lose money. However, we tend to play games together. And
Shauna,
because Brian's luckier than me.
several years ago on a trip to Vegas, Shauna started playing games together with me because I think probably she had ran out of her daily gambling money, and
My
Brian was still
small budget.
playing. So then all of a sudden we gamble together because that's just what we do.
Well, I just figure if we lose what's in Brian's budget for that day, I can keep mine.
But yours was already gone.
Just that one time. I've learned not to spend mine and just to spend Brian's.
This is true. This
Anyways,
is fact.
Brian had luck. So we only gambled $20 each, and we actually came ahead $40 because
Yes.
we cashed out at 80. So It was pretty good for us.
So we
Terry
had turned
always
mine.
does so much better, but he is not scared like me.
Yeah, he just keeps hitting the button.
Yeah.
Just keeps hitting the button. Whatever happens, happens. That's usually how I play when we're in Vegas. I just keep hitting the button.
So Wilmington Piper had batch 5. That was amazing, and that's great to hear. Um,
Terry said 10 minutes at the casino is not gambling.
Terry, we were there for hours.
Like 3 hours, Terry.
Because he wouldn't stop until the bonus played. We had to stay at a machine for hours until a bonus hit because he wanted to see what it did.
Charlie, I think, didn't we talk about a meetup in Vegas? I think we talked about a meetup in
We
Vegas.
did. We would love to have a meet because I love to go to Vegas because
How
I love to
awesome.
eat at the different restaurants. To me, I would rather save my gambling money to go have a really nice meal.
Wilmington, she is 100% sold on that product. So
Yes,
Miker's in. Miker's in for the Vegas meetup. Okay, everybody, start saving your pennies.
yes.
Not the next meetup.
Maybe we can try to do that in 2026. That way we all have time to plan it, save for it, or at least this fall or late
Yeah.
this year. I think that would be fun.
Mark said y'all were at New Riff for hours.
We were at New Riff for hours.
And you would have been too, Mark, if you wouldn't have had to bail out on us.
And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what time we left. However, I know that our other group that comes here, we like Chris and Kevin, I know that sometimes you guys see them in the chat. They will be here with Brian at the end of the month on a Friday night. Their group wasn't due to New Riff until 5:30 because they were doing a tour and stuff like that. They had all kinds of plans last weekend, so they couldn't join us for the meetup. But as we were coming down the steps, they were there. So I do know that we stayed there a while, but I cannot tell you what time we left. It was so much fun, it just flew by.
I was going to say, Beach Sand Bourbon's heading to Vegas in a couple weeks. We've never hunted for bourbon out there, Beach Sand, so I can't answer that, but somebody in the chat may be able to answer that.
See, Wilmington's with me. He'd just go there to eat.
That's good eating out there.
It is.
You
I
can't argue
love
with
it.
that.
Such good food. All right, guys. So, one, congratulations to our trivia round winners. I will get those out. I need to, this week's been a little bit busy, so I will get the samples and stuff poured out and boxed up. You will have shipping label information by the end of the day tomorrow. Brian will take them to the UPS and get everything shipped out. So congratulations to Troy, to Alan. Well, Alan will leave yours here with everything else you got to pick up. And Rick will get yours out. And I know I owe some samples to a few other people. I will get those out as well. As soon as I log off, I will get all the trivia points added up to the last couple weeks. I'll get that posted. You'll find it out on Patreon, out on Discord, and out on the community tab. So give me till about 10:45, 11 o'clock, and that'll be out there.
She is going to start working on that momentarily. I saw a question here a minute ago. I was going to answer it, and now I can't find it. So I apologize to whoever asked the question. I'm thinking it was around Charlie at Bourbon and Balls, but no, I just saw that comment from Wilmington. He'd go just eat.
You know, honestly, I see so many people, especially the Rye guy, has so much luck. Terry has so much luck in different things. Honestly, I mean, I've never even been able to win a random drug test. That is how unlucky I am. I would be happy to go get one. However, I can't even win one of those. So for me to win anything, it's like really, I'm throwing my money away. But sometimes if I find a penny machine that will actually let you play a penny or at least 5 cents, I'm all over that for hours while Brian's playing.
Hey, Alan, I saw your comment, so just let me know. And she's not lying. There used to be, we stay at Treasure Island when we grow up. In general, I'd say 9 times out of 10, that's where we stay. She used to have an old 1980s penny slot machine that she somehow found and it was the reels, the old reels, and it was a guy up top in a fishing boat that was very primitive.
It's not as bad as he's saying.
It was painful to watch her play this game because she could bet a penny per spin, and she did. She would put a $5 bill in the machine at nine
And they
o'clock in the
would still
morning.
bring me drinks for a $2 tip each time too.
At 9 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock in the morning, she'd put a $5 bill in this machine, and she'd have to cash out to go to lunch, and then she'd go back because nobody else in the casino was playing this thing, and there was only one. And she'd put her ticket back in there, all proud because she had her cash out voucher. She'd put it back in the machine. It did actually take the voucher. I couldn't believe it. It was that up to date. And then she'd play on that same $5, which was maybe $5.15 now, until dinner time, and she'd cash out so we could go to dinner. Oh, it was so painful.
He's really not lying because that is how I am. I really hate to lose money gambling like that when I know I'm never going to win.
Wilmington, we've stayed at a handful of other places, but for the money, I'm not saying there isn't nicer places, but
Oh no,
for the money, Treasure Island we really like it there.
I've been very blessed to get to go to a ton of conferences in Vegas. I generally either fly Brian out or he comes out at the end of the trip to spend a couple days with me. But I have stayed all over the Venetian, the Palazzo, Rio,
We've stayed at the Link,
MGM, the Link.
Molly's.
Yeah. Uh, I've stayed at Caesars. I've stayed at Circus Circus. Um, we stayed pretty much anywhere, but we really like Treasure Island only because we like the restaurants in there. We like you can walk over to the mall. You can. It's kind of like the
There's an
Venetian's really
awesome
close.
Italian restaurant at the mall.
Yeah, and it's I don't know. It's just you know when you just feel like oh this is our place. The Treasure Island is just how we feel. It's our place.
The other thing about staying at some place like that, we used to go a couple times a year,
Mhm.
even if one of those was Shauna's convention or whatever. So the bulk of anything we spent was there. And I always use my player's card. It's not like I'm a high roller or anything, but I always use my card religiously when I sat down. And let's face it, anything you're winning, you're probably regambling. So
It's
they
very
tally that up. We literally would get every quarter they would send us free nights.
hmm
Um, and a lot of times I would get 2 free nights and Shauna would get 2 free nights. So if you wanted to go out for 4 nights, we'd take my 2 nights and her 2 nights and we were set. All
Yep.
you had was your airfare
hmm
and a little bit of gambling money while you were out there.
Yeah.
Of course, eating, because eating's not.
No, eating out there anymore is not cheap, and honestly, that's why I save my gambling money because I am all about going to those restaurants because here in Zanesville, Ohio, I'm not gonna lie, we don't have many or any um,
Food.
good restaurants. We have to go to
No.
Columbus if you want
Everything
something really
everything in
good,
Zanesville is
commercial.
is a chain. I mean,
Yeah.
you've got Olive Garden, Red Lobster, and Tumbleweed, and Longhorns, and Texas Roadhouse. I mean, it's just chains. That's all we have here, really.
And so to us, when we go to Vegas, I don't mind splurging on a good meal because we don't get to do it here.
So Beach Sand is staying at the Alera. I think I've seen that, but I'm not familiar with it.
I seen Wilmington that he stayed at Treasure Island the only time he'd been there. Terry just said he liked Treasure Island, and I know that because he's been there with us a couple times.
Yeah, Terry likes the Alera too. He said the slots are nice there.
Yeah. But
So Terry, I got to tell you about Terry.
the first time we went to Vegas with Terry,
First time we went to Vegas
wait a
with
minute.
Terry.
When we're in Vegas, things stay in Vegas. So,
Well, yeah. All
but
right.
we can. This is safe. You can tell it. He was a zombie.
I mean, we're all friends, right? So Sean and I usually in the morning will take turns. There's a Starbucks inside Treasure Island, and we'll take turns going down for
But we were
coffee.
in Bally's this time.
No, the story I'm telling is
Oh,
Treasure
okay.
Island.
Okay.
So go down, I think.
No, it was the first time we were there with them.
Okay, so we were at Bally's. Okay, so I don't know where I was going.
We were going to get coffee regardless.
Yeah, wasn't Starbucks though. Anyway, I get off the elevator and I walk out into the casino, heading to the coffee shop, and I look, and there sits Terry at the slot machine. Okay, so Terry's already downstairs to get his morning coffee. No big deal. So I walk over to say hi, and he looks at me,
Bloodshot eyes.
and he's got this look. And I said, "Have you been to bed yet? You've been sitting here all night?" Because he can't talk. He's too tired to talk. But
A lot of fun.
That's our boy Terry, though.
A lot of fun in Vegas. We've had some great times in Vegas.
So, yeah, we really have. We've been out there for lots of different reasons. Shauna took me out there for my 40th birthday.
And your 50th.
Took me out there for my 50th birthday. Let's hope I see a 60th.
Depends on what I get for my 50th.
It'll almost be my 60th. What's your 50th?
All right, guys, I am going to get these scores added up and put out there. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight.
Yes, thanks for joining us tonight. Congratulations to the winners.
And be sure to join us Friday at 8 o'clock. You'll have Miker and Mike. Miker and Mike.
Miker and Mark
Mark.
will join me
Yes.
Friday night. We are going to be blinding, reviewing 15-year bourbons, whiskeys. We've got quite a list. I'm not sure what will make the initial cut and what will be bonus for us.
I don't know how they're going to make it all through all of them.
It'll be rough, but we'll get there. I know it. And then that's this Friday night at 8 p.m. And then next Friday night, I'm going to be joined with Kevin and Chris. They like to call themselves Coy and Vance, calling Mike and Mark, Bo, and Luke. So we are going to do Still Austin.
Yep, Still Austin.
We've got 3 bottles from Still Austin that we will be reviewing. I'm not sure what kind of bonus pours we might have for that one, but the next 2 Friday nights are going to be huge. So hopefully you guys can join us. Thank you again for joining us tonight. And until next time, everybody, be safe.
Yes, thanks, everyone.